Okay, students. So this is the concept of differential equations with variables separable. Okay, if I go on to the theory or the concept of differential equations with variables separable, it would be difficult for you to understand the concept. So we'll directly understand the concept with the problems itself. Okay, now look at the first question. The question is solve dy by dx is equal to e power x plus y. This is the this is the question in the first model question paper given for the reduced syllabus. Okay, now these questions would follow the variables separable form. Now what is the meaning of variables separable? As the name itself indicates, we are going to separate the variables in terms of x and y. How we are going to do it is, you keep all the functions of y towards one side, or keep all the functions of x towards one side and integrate it. You are going to get the solution. Okay, see how you're going to do it. Now look here, let me consider the given equation. Dy by dx is equal to e power x plus y. Okay, this equation can be written as dy by dx is equal to, you can write it as e power x into e power y. Okay, why did I write this? We know the laws of indices. A power of m into a power of n is nothing but a power of m plus n, isn't it? So using this formula, I've split the terms e power x into e power y. Okay, now remember, if you have to integrate the terms, you have to have dx or dy in the numerator. Okay, so now dy is already here. See how I'm going to make my arrangement. See, this is called variable separable. Here left hand side I have dy, along with that bring all the y terms to one side. So dy divided by e power y is equal to e power x into dx. So this is called variable separable. Means all the terms related to y are one side and all the terms related to x are the other side. Okay, this can further be written as, we know it, again using the laws of logarithms, 1 by a power m would be a power minus m, isn't it? So if I use this law here, I would get e power minus y into dy is nothing but e power x into dx, isn't it? So it's a very simple question. You can easily get 3 marks if this question is given for you in the examination. Now you have to integrate the terms. Okay, so apply the integral sign now. Integral of e power y dy is nothing but integral of e power x dx. Okay, now this is nothing but, what is integral of e power y? We all know integral of e power y is e power y divided by the constant minus 1, because this is of the form e power ax. So this is nothing but integral of e power x is e power of x itself plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, now if I apply the sign here, this would be minus of e power minus y is equal to e power of x plus c. Okay, now this is the one way of writing the differential equation. Now because this is a negative sign, bring it to the other side. Therefore my general solution would be e power of x plus e power of y plus c is equal to 0. This would be the required solution of the given differential equation. Okay, very simple procedure. So if they give you this question for 3 marks, you can easily crack this question and score 3 marks. Okay, very easy, isn't it? Right. Okay, students, we'll move to the next question. So the next question we have is, solve y log y dx is minus x dy is equal to 0. This question is given in the model question paper 2. This question is more likely to appear than the previous one, because the first question is very easy for 3 marks. Okay, this question has more working in it than compared to the previous one. So whatever it is, let's solve this using the variables separable form. Okay, now you see here, he has given y log y dx is equal to x dy. The terms are not already separated because y terms are with x. So let us write this as y log y dx, take it to the other side, is nothing but x dy, isn't it? Very simple, take it to other side. Now as I told you, your dx and dy should be in the numerators. So bring all the dx terms to the left hand side. So dx divided by the only x term is x here. Okay, this is nothing but, so take all your y term to the right hand side, dy divided by, this is nothing but y log y. Okay, right. Now you are going to take the integral sign. Integral of dx divided by x is equal to integral of dy divided by y log y. Okay, now this is a very important, a very simple formula. Integral of dx by x would be log of mod x. But consider this, here I'm going to use the substitution process to solve this. Okay, the substitution is, I'm going to put log y as t. Okay, so if I put log y as t, what am I going to get? What is derivative of log y? It is 1 by y into dy, because this is dt. If you differentiate with respect to t, so it is dt by dy would be 1 by y, therefore 1 by y dy would be dt. Okay, so see what happens to the integral now using this integral of, let me write it as dx divided by x. This is nothing but, now look here, integral of your 1 by y dy would be simply taken it as dt. Okay, divided by, now log y is taken it as t. Is it clear? Now see what happens. Now what is integral of dx by x? A standard integral of dx by x would be log of mod x. Okay, this is nothing but, similarly this would be log of mod t. Okay, and for your benefit, whenever both the terms are log, take the constant also as log c. Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay, now bring the term to the left hand side. You will get log of mod x minus log of mod t is equal to log c. Okay, now using the laws of logarithms, log m minus log n can be written as log of m by n. So you get log of x by t is equal to log c. Okay, now you can apply anti-log on both sides. So log and log gets cancels. You are going to get x by t is equal to c. Okay, now look at, now substitute back for t here. Therefore, what is x t here? X divided by log y it is, isn't it? X divided by log y is equal to c. Right? So this would be the solution, or else you can write x is equal to c log y. I think this would give you the marks, 3 marks for your benefit. Okay, in case you are supposed to write further steps, particularly in keeping CET in our mind, we can further simplify this as follows. So you can write it as x divided by c is equal to log y, or else if you write the other way around, we know that log y can be written as x divided by c. This implies if log y is equal to x divided by c, then y would be e power x by c. This is the most standard form of writing the function. Okay, because this is enough for you to give 3 marks in your second PUC, but in your CET level, your options would be of somewhere of this kind. Okay, so your y is equal to x by c is the final answer for the above given differential equation. Okay, is it clear? So these are the 2 questions given in 2 model question papers for your reduced syllabus on the basis of variable separable method. Okay, now there are further other questions in your exercise on variable separable forms. Now we are going to solve it one by one now. Okay, are you ready, isn't it? Yes, because the process is very simple. And one more note, if you have to do these questions well, I'm going to tell you once again, you have to be very good in integration. Means just go through the concepts of integration, particularly the basic formulas of integration. Okay, right. Let's move on to the next question. So the third question we have is the same question can be read either they can say solve, or you may say find the general solution of the differential equation dy by dx is equal to 1 plus y square into 1 plus x square. If they say general solution or solve, we usually do it looking at the question. If you look at it, it's very clear this question follows the variable separable form. Okay, so the given equation, consider it as equation 1, dy by dx is equal to 1 plus y square divided by 1 plus x square. Let me take it as equation 1. Now the terms of y and x are not together, so let me shift. So this will give me dy divided by, bring all the y terms to one side, so dy divided by 1 plus y square is nothing but cross multiply dx divided by, this term remains there, 1 plus x square. Okay, therefore applying the integral now, integral of dy divided by 1 plus y square is equal to integral of dx divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, now we have the standard integral. I hope you remember it. Integral of 1 divided by 1 plus x square dx. What is the integral for this? This is nothing but tan inverse of x plus a constant c, isn't it? So applying this here, we are going to get this. Therefore, dy divided by 1 plus y square would be tan inverse of y. Okay, this is nothing but, again, integral of dx divided by 1 plus x square would be tan inverse of x. Okay, plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, so you can frame this up and say this is the required general solution. Required general solution. It's a very basic question. It is. I don't think this question would be asked because very difficult to split 3 marks for this question. Okay. Moreover, whatever it is, there are chances of this question to be asked in CET, isn't it? So whatever it is. So I've solved it and we will move on to the next question. Right? Okay, students. The next question I have is solve dy by dx is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2 minus y. Here y is not equal to 2 because if you put y becomes 2, denominator would be 0, so it would be indeterminate form. Okay, so take the given equation as equation 1, dy by dx is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2 minus y. Let me take it as equation 1. Now let me separate the variables because this is variable separable form. Now therefore, now y term dy is there. Now this, since y term is in the denominator, let us cross multiply. You will get 2 minus y into dy is equal to, cross multiplying, you will get x plus 1 into dx. Very simple this is. Just by cross multiplying, the variables are already separated. Now let me take the integral sign. Integral of 2 minus y dy is nothing but integral of x plus 1 dx. Okay, now let's start integrating. Now 2 is a constant. We all know integral of 2 with respect to y is 2y. Don't make a mistake of writing 2x because it would be 2x if it is in terms of x, minus, now integral of y in terms of y would be, we all know this is y square divided by 2, isn't it? Right, this is nothing but, now integral of x, what is integral of x? Integral of x is x square divided by 2 plus integral of 1 dx is nothing but x. Let me consider plus c as a constant, which is the constant of integration. Okay, now if you multiply throughout by 2, you are going to get 4y minus y square is equal to, because if you multiply it and divide it, it will cancel. Again here, this would be x square plus, please be very careful, this is 2x plus 2c. Okay, right. Now bring all the terms to one side and let us write it in a more systematic pattern. So it is x square, bring it to the right hand side, plus y square plus 2x is already there. Bringing the term to right hand side, you will get 4y plus 2c is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the required general solution. Now looking at this, I think you are familiar with this question. Okay, this is the family of equation of the family of circles, isn't it? Because x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. Hope you remember it. So this equation is the equation of family of circles, whatever it is. So this is the required general solution. Just write it at the last. Now you can see here I have written the conclusion. This is the required general solution. Dear students, if you want to score good marks in mathematics, you should have a good habit of concluding the question properly. Okay, many students would have done most of the work, 99% of the work correctly, but they fail to write the conclusion. Okay, if you are good enough in writing the conclusion, then there are less chances of your marks being cut by the evaluators. Okay. Right, students, these are very simple if they have asked for 3 marks. Okay, right, we'll move on to the next question. Okay, students, the next question we have is dy by dx is equal to 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Let me consider this equation as equation 1. You can see here both the terms you have 1 minus cos x by 1 plus cos x. There are no y terms apart from dy. So how I'm going to replace or rewrite this as dy is equal to 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x dx. Okay, this is enough because all the terms are already separated. The variables are already separated with respect to y on one side, with respect to x on the other side. Okay, now the next step is directly taking the integral sign. So integral of dy would be integral of 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Okay, dx. Now this is nothing but this is a very standard integral. Now let us simplify the right hand side first before applying the integration part. Now we know using the half angles, using the submultiple angles, 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sine square theta by 2, isn't it? So your theta is x here. So 1 minus cos x can be written as 2 sine square theta by 2. Similarly 1 plus cos x can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2. Theta is x here. This is nothing but dx. Okay, now see what happens. 2 and 2 gets cancels. Now integral of dy would be integral of, remember, sine square by cos square can be written as tan square x by 2 dx. Okay, very simple this is. You need not worry much. Now this is nothing but, again let me keep this left hand side as it is, or you can just write directly y is equal to. Okay, now integral of, there is no standard result for tan square. So remember whenever you have tan square, write it as secant square theta minus 1, particularly in terms of integration, because there is a standard integral for tan square, for secant square, not tan square. Okay, and we all know tan square is secant square minus 1. Okay, now integral of dy would be nothing but y is nothing but, now remember, integral of secant square is nothing but tan x by 2. Remember, it is like secant square ax. So integral of secant square ax is, hope you remember, if you have integral of secant square ax dx, this can be written as, this is tan ax divided by a. Okay, plus c would be there as a constant. Okay, so this would be tan of x by 2 divided by the constant a is 1 by 2 plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, now remember there is minus 1 also there. So minus, what is integral of 1? Integral of 1 is nothing but x, isn't it? Therefore, the more simple way of writing it is y is equal to, the reciprocal of 1 by 2 would be 2 times tan x by 2 will remain. Okay, I'll write this term first, minus x plus c. Okay, so this is the required general solution. Okay, very simple question this is. You can easily get 3 marks if they give you the this question for the examination. So just write, at least write, this is the required equation. Okay, at least this much will do in your examination. Okay, I think students are more happy to see such as short answers for 3 marks. But anyhow, you are lucky enough. If they give you this, you can easily score 3 marks. Okay. Right, students, moving on to the next question in the exercise, we have x power 5 into dy by dx is equal to minus of y power 5. Always write the habit of giving the, have the habit of writing the given equation once, and I'm naming it as equation 1. So let me separate the variables. Remember, I have dy term there. Let me keep that dy term as it is. So bring that y term to the left hand side. Therefore, I'm going to rewrite this as dy divided by minus of y power 5, or else you can keep that minus side there itself. It's not a problem. This is nothing but, let me cross multiply. You will get dx divided by x power 5. Okay, so already the variables are separated. Now integral, apply the integral. Let me keep this minus side outside. dy divided by y power 5 is nothing but integral of dx divided by x power 5. Okay, now I hope again you only thing is all about the formulas of integrals. So integral of 1 by x power n, if you remember, this is nothing but minus 1 divided by n minus 1 into x power n minus 1. This is plus c if it is the constant of integration. Okay, in the same pattern, I'm going to write this as, remember, therefore this minus is already there, keep it as it is. The integral of 1 by y power 5 would be minus 1 divided by 4 into y power 4. Okay, this is nothing but similarly minus 1 divided by 4 into x power 4 plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, right. Now rewrite this as minus into minus becomes plus 1 divided by 4 into y power 4 is nothing but minus 1 divided by 4 into x power 4 plus c. Okay, now I'm going to multiply 4 throughout. So what happens, and I will take this term to the numerator. 1 by y power 4 will become y power minus 4. Similarly, minus of 1 by x power 4 will become x power minus 4 plus, as I told you, 4 is multiplied, so I'm going to take it as plus 4c. Okay, therefore I'm going, because this term is negative, I'm going to bring this to the left hand side. So the c I'm going to write, so x power minus 4, sorry, x plus y power minus 4 is equal to, let me take a constant k. Okay, because there is again a constant way, k is equal to 4 times c. Okay, and you can say that this is the required equation. Okay, you can say this as required equation. Okay, these are very simple topics. If they give you these kind of questions for 3 marks, you are very lucky enough to get 3 marks, right? Right questions. The next question we have is dy by dx is equal to root of 4 minus y square. So he has given a condition minus 2 less than y less than 2. So let it be as it is. So dy by dx is equal to root of 4 minus y square. This is inside the term. Let me take it as equation 1. So the term I have is y term. So dy divided by root of 4 minus y square. This is nothing but dx. Okay, so I've separated the variables. Now next step is apply the integral. So this is nothing but dy divided by root of, remember this 4 I'm going to write it as 2 square minus y square. This is nothing but integral of dx. Okay, now see what happens. Now this is a standard integral we have, integral of dx divided by a square minus x square. Remember, those were the 5 marker questions we have solved in integration. So the solution for this would be sine inverse x by a. So applying the same formula, I will write it as sine inverse, here the variable is y. So y by a is 2. Okay, this is nothing but integral of dx is x plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, the reason is using the formula. That is integral of dx divided by root of a square minus x square is sine inverse x by a. Now apply sine on both sides. Your sine and sine inverse will be nullified. So y by 2 will give me sine of x plus c. Okay. Therefore, my required general solution would be y is equal to 2 times sine of x plus c. This is my required equation. Okay, I'm writing in a short form, but I hope you have a good habit of writing it into a full form. Okay, so this is my required equation. Kindly have the habit of presenting your answers very well by framing your final answers. Okay, dear students, yes, this is a very simple question once again, and we have already solved it, and we shall move on to the next one. Look at the next question, dear students. We have secant square x tan y dx plus secant square y tan x dy is equal to 0. Let me take it as equation 1. Now the variables are not separated because x and y terms are mixed up here. Okay, so let me just take both the terms to the two terms to the right hand, one term to the right hand side. Secant square x into tan y dx is nothing but minus of secant square y into tan x dy. Okay, so now dx term is on left hand side, dy term is on right hand side. So bring all the x terms to the left hand side. Okay, see what happens. Therefore, secant square x into dx. Now I have tan x here. I'm going to bring it to the left hand side just by dividing. Okay, similar pattern. Minus, bring all the y terms to the right hand side. Secant square y into dy divided by the y term here I have is tan y. Okay, right. Now I'm going to apply the integral now. Therefore, integral of, you have secant square x divided by tan x dx. This is nothing but minus, let me keep the minus outside, integral of secant square y divided by tan y dy. Okay, so therefore now you can look here. This is actually of the form integral of f dash of x divided by f of x. Okay, now what is integral of f dash of x divided by f of x? Any idea? So it is integral of f dash by f of x dx is nothing but log of f of x plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, if you want you can check. If I put f of x is equal to tan x, then you can say the derivative of tan would be secant square x. Always remember, in the denominator if you have a function and the numerator is its derivative, you can simply write it as log of mod the denominator, that is log of mod tan x. Okay, very simple. This is nothing but minus. Similarly, this is the same integral in terms of y, so I'm going to write it as log of mod tan y. Okay, plus, because both the terms are in terms of log, I'm going to take the constant as log c. Okay, now bring the log term to the left hand side. Log of mod tan x plus log of mod tan y is nothing but log c. Okay, always have the working part to the right hand side. Don't mess up with your answers. Now using the laws of logarithms, log m plus log n can be written as log of m into n. So this becomes log of mod tan x into tan y is nothing but log of c. Right? Now if you apply antilog on both sides, log and antilog gets cancels. So you will get tan x into tan y is nothing but c. Okay, so you can see that this is my required equation. Okay, so as I told you, frame it up and write it as required equation. Okay, right, very easy, isn't it? I hope you are enjoying the class as I myself, because these are one of my favorite topics. Whenever I find the working up with integration, I energize myself because these are like energy boosters for me. I hope these are also energy boosters for you also. Okay, right. We'll move on to the next question for the session. Right, students, the next question I have is dy by dx plus y is equal to 1. Let me take it as equation 1. Okay, so see how I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to simplify this as dy by dx is nothing but 1 minus y. Okay, so now separate the variables now. So keep the dy term to the left hand side itself. So dy divided by the y term I have is 1 minus y is nothing but I have dx. Okay, now I'm going to make some small arrangement. I'm going to write this as minus dy divided by y minus 1, because if I keep it as minus y and when I write it as log of mod, there are chances of you missing the sign. Okay, so whenever you have a minus x form, so write it as minus of x minus a. Okay, this is nothing but dx itself. Now apply the integral sign. So minus as it is, integral of dy divided by y minus 1 is equal to integral of dx. Okay, now what is integral of dy by y? This is of the form integral of dy by y. That is nothing but log of mod y minus 1. In place of y it is y minus 1. This is nothing but integral of dx is nothing but x plus c, which is the constant of integration. Therefore, I'm going to further rewrite this as taking to the right hand side x plus log of mod y minus 1 plus c is equal to 0 is my required equation. Okay, these are actually very simple questions if for 3 marks. Okay, this is the required equation. Okay, very simple, isn't it? Yeah. Right, students, we shall consider one last question for the session. Consider e power x plus e power minus x dy minus of e power x minus of e power minus x dx equal to 0. This is a quite challenging question. There are chances that they may ask this question also. Looks like a Dracula question. Don't worry, it's a very simple question. Okay, so see how I'm going to rewrite this. E power x plus e power minus x dy is nothing but, take it to the right hand side, e power of x minus e power of minus x dx. Okay, now the only y term I have is dy, so keep the y term there. So dy is nothing but, shift this term to the right hand side. So this would be e power x minus e power of minus x divided by e power of x plus e power of minus x dx. Okay, so the variables are already separated now. Apply the integral sign. Therefore, integral of dy is nothing but integral of, I have e power x minus e power of minus x divided by e power of x plus e power of minus x dx. Okay, right. So we know integral of dy is nothing but y. Let us not carry it further, but in the right hand side I'm going to make the substitution here. Okay, let me put t is nothing but the denominator, which is e power x plus e power minus x. See what happens. Differentiate this with respect to x. Dt by dx would be derivative of e power x is e power of x itself, but derivative of e power minus x is minus of e power minus x. Therefore, dt would be e power x minus e power of minus x into dx. Okay, we have seen these type of questions in the process of substitution method in integration. Now see what happens to the integral. Y is equal to integral of, this is of the form, the numerator would be simply dt divided by the denominator is t. Okay, therefore y would be integral of dt by t, we know it is log of mod t plus c, which is the constant of integration. Okay, therefore the final general solution would be y is equal to log of mod, substitute back for t, which is nothing but e power x plus e power of minus x plus c as the constant of integration, which would conclude my solution. Okay, and I would, because this is the last question, I will write in detail as this is the required general solution. Okay, right, students, we are winding up this session now. There are a few more questions, not just the general solution. In the next session, we are going to deal how to find out the particular solution on the same concept using the variable separable form of differential equation. Okay, for me to teach you that, kindly go through whatever I've done in this session, work out all the problems. Actually, they are very simple ones, and come back later for the next session where we would be dealing with the remaining question, finding the general solution and also the particular solution of the differential equation using the variable separable form. Okay. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಸೆಪರಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ನ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅದರ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 10 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, ಈ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭವಾದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟು. ಅದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದೇನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ನ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ತೊಗೋಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು 10 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಇದೇ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿ. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, well students, I hope you would have enjoyed this session and also learned a lot about solving the variable separable form of differential equation. Right, we'll continue in the next session and we'll meet up with the continued part of this in the next session. Until then, take care and bye.